Nobody ever proclaimed farming to be easy, but maybe the most labor-intensive and sometimes tough, the dairy industry. We're here to meet the Fellwock family to learn their joys and discomforts of being dairy farmers. So Jonna, we are in right outside of Monette in Lawrence County, and we're at your dairy operation. Tell me about your family first, and then we'll talk cows.
So Mark, who's in the tractor, he's baling hay.
Today.
Yep, sun's shining, so he's baling. We have Bailey, our oldest daughter, who's 20. We have Hayden, who's getting ready to turn 16, and then Riley's 14, and then our daughter Chloe would have been 12. And then we have Hudson, who's 4.
And the 4-year-old, we've seen a lot today.
Yeah.
He's given us a
He's the boss.
Tour
He's the boss
of the farm. Well, I know that there's every member of the family has their own role, but you know, you and Mark are farming full time together, raising the kids. You know, what makes it all tick?
We just really wanted to raise our kids with morals and values, and I think the dairy industry, you have hard work. You know, you learn the ways of life. It's just the best living, and we just wanted that for our kids. It's very important to us to involve them. They all have their jobs because it takes all of us to get it all done.
I know that nutrition is the #1 thing in the dairy cow's life, and we're going to see milking here in a little bit, but before that can all take place, a cow's got to have a great diet, and I think it's feeding time.
Yes, it is.
So let's head over to the commodity barn and see the cattle, what they're eating, and talk about what goes in to how you prepare all year to what goes into their diet to make them happy and healthy and produce all that milk.
Sounds good.
So we're getting ready to milk, but Mark has been in the hayfield all day, every day this time of year, I'm guessing?
When the sun's shining.
When the sun is shining. So what is he baling today?
Today he's baling grass hay.
And that grass hay is being dry baled. And this is stuff you will feed all winter long. So you're already planning for nutrition come winter time. So what else is growing this time of the year?
This time of the year we have triticale, we've got corn, we've got wheat that we're going to harvest. We have alfalfa growing.
Are you making any haylage?
We are. We have already, actually.
It's already wrapped?
Yeah, we've already put up a lot of rye and a lot of wheat.
So which cows are going to get that haylage come winter?
The haylage mainly goes to our lactating cows.
Lactating cows.
Yes.
And corn, what time of year are you're chopping that to make silage?
Yes. We chop all of our corn to make silage that we put into our mixer for the cows.
And that's what we've seen being mixed already?
Yes.
This is the buffet that these lactating cows are eating right now. So take me through what they're actually eating and what this TMR looks like.
So we have some alfalfa haylage in there. You can see our corn. We don't want to see big pieces because we want the cows to digest it. It wants to be digestible. We do have, like I said, oats. And it's mainly just the silage that gives them all the fiber.
High fiber and high protein?
And high protein, yes. And
you can't smell it on TV, but I can smell it right now.
It's the best smell.
And I think it smells amazing.
They need to make an air freshener, I think.
You add that to your oils.
Yes.
So why is the TMR so important for the lactating cow's diet?
Lactating cows have to have a great diet to produce milk. If I don't feed them well, they're not going to produce well. So I want to give them the most optimal hay, the most optimal silage that their body can digest, so they'll produce pounds of milk.
So how has the price of corn, the price of soybeans, all that impacted you all? I mean, how expensive is it to feed your cows these days?
It's very expensive. We try to raise as much of our own feed as possible.
And that's why Mark's in the field.
Exactly. So we do try to raise all of our own, but we do have to add. You know, you've got to add some ingredients. So we do have to purchase those, and the cost of getting them trucked here with everything going on is kind of skyrocketing.
So the cows are milked at 5 a.m. And
Every day.
every day. Oh, that's early.
Yes.
But now that the girls have a full belly, it's nearly milking time at 5 p.m.
Yes.
Okay, let's go milk some cows.
Let's go.
So I can tell the girls will be coming in a minute. But before we start milking, tell me about your breeding program. Are you keeping replacement females?
Yes, we keep all of our own. We raise everything, but our bull calves. We do market our bull calves.
And then how many females are you retaining a year per se?
Oh, yeah, we retain all, just because I want to be able to cull and
Keeps the
keep the
herd
best,
healthy.
keeps our herd healthy. So
And I understand that, I'm guessing that you're AIing all your
yes, we AI. We do have cleanup bulls, but we do AI. My daughter, Bailey, my oldest daughter, she went to school and she AIs everything for us.
That's
so
handy.
It's very handy.
Take me through the operating system and the technology, because you expanded 2 years ago, but you probably updated your technology to make things easier on you, right?
Yes, we did. When we moved into this barn, I say that nothing was the same except for the cows, because everything was totally different. We have 2 vacuum pumps. I mean, everything is completely different. Everything's automated. We have a wash system now, so it's...
And you're cleaning this out after every single milk.
Yes, after every single milking. And we have different wash cycles for the milkers, and different sanitizers that go through. And instead of it before, you had to do it all manually. Now it's done by a system, so it's more exact.
So the milk goes through these tubes, what comes out of the cows goes through the tubes, and it's going to the bulk tank. How many times is your co-op picking up milk?
We have 2 bulk tanks.
Okay.
When we expanded, we made our tank room very large, and for the purpose of one day, if one of our children wants to be involved, it might get to where you have to pick up a whole semi-load. So we did make room, and we did buy another bulk tank, a bigger tank. And so right now, making it easier for them, they do pick us up every day because it helps fill loads to go to, to Springfield where our milk goes.
So the cows are milked. It's at the end of the day. Y'all work hard.
Pretty hard.
And the agricultural industry has been hit pretty hard the season, but the dairy industry has too. How has it impacted you, your friends, your neighbors, statewide, nationally?
This spring has been hard. I mean, you have the weather, but everything going on, milk prices have dropped. They have. Globally, nationally, milk prices are down. And it's all over, all of our friends. I mean, we're all suffering, but dairy's used to this. I mean, dairy farmers, this is a cycle. We're used to going through lean times. We kind of get in a 2-3 year cycle, so it's nothing new for us.
Give us a kind of an example of how the prices of milk have dropped dramatically, in comparison to previous years.
Well, my last milk check, I can tell you, when my in-laws were milking over 30 years ago, we're getting the same price. And input is,
to survive.
It is.
Inputs are so much higher.
It is. That is why we wouldn't do it if we didn't love it.